This time of year, we love to celebrate people who do incredible things. Here is one guy who's at the top of our list. Take a look.
My name is Ben Trotter. I was a freshman at Rutgers. I mean, it's a little hard to remember. It was over 20 years ago.
One day, Ben decided to donate blood. On the form, he checked the box to be put on a bone marrow registry.
You know, I think at the time I didn't think about it. I went through college, got married, had children.
But more than 2 decades later, in the fall of 2015, Ben got a call. A 9-year-old boy needed a stem cell donation. Ben had a decision to make.
One of the doctors contacted me, and they spoke to me about if this doesn't happen, he could die. I don't know who this boy is. I don't know where he is. I have a son, just a couple years younger, and I realized, wow, if my son was in this situation, if my son was having this issue, I would hope that somebody would step up to do this.
Ben was all in, but would need to endure days of painful medications to prepare his body.
This is definitely harder than I thought.
His wife was there comforting him on donation day.
You will save a life and we'll go home.
The very next day, his stem cells found a new home in a boy named Braylon. Braylon was born with sickle cell anemia, a debilitating and life-threatening disease. The same disease that took the life of his mother when she was just 27 years old. He's now being raised by his aunt and uncle.
Sometimes we were in the hospital for a week or two, and then we would be home for another week to go back and do the same thing over again.
It's a time Braylon, now 12, doesn't like to talk about.
I had to go to the hospital a lot because I used to have lots of pain in my leg or my arm.
But they soon learned about a life-saving procedure through New York Presbyterian Hospital.
Typically for bone marrow stem cell transplants, the best case scenario is having a full sibling. Because Brandon was the only child and his mom passed away, that was not going to be an option. So the next best thing was an unrelated donor.
As fate would have it, the date Braylon received the anonymous donation fell on the anniversary of his mother's passing.
That was a very comforting moment for us.
Braylon is now completely cured, and he has the dance moves to prove it.
He sees that he now has that freedom and now is able to go out and play with his friends. I think it'll take a few more years until he really recognizes his life expectancy has literally been doubled now.
Braylon has a simple message for Ben and all the family and doctors who helped him through it.
Thank you.
And this powerful lesson.
Even if you don't know the person, you can still help that person.
Ben is an example of a real-life superhero, someone that people should be able to look up to and say, this is how you actually go out and save a life.
Wow, what an incredible message. And we're joined now by Ben Trotter, the man who donated his stem cells and saved Braylon's life. Ben, thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
And Ben, I find this so emotional to see the reaction of the family. I can only imagine how it makes you feel.
Oh, Michael and Sarah, I'm just so happy, so relieved to know that, you know, all the pain and stress that this family went through, that it's over, and that I was able to be part of them getting to this point. It's indescribable, the feeling.
You've never met Braylon or his family in person?
No, I've never got to meet them. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Well, are you ready?
Yeah.
Of course I'm ready.
Well,
yeah.
Braylon is here with his Uncle Ratty and his Aunt Kirsty. The whole family's ready to meet you guys. Come on out.
Hey, Braylon.
Braylon, that was some amazing flossing. I've just learned recently.
Hi, guys.
Come on in here.
Ronnie, hi. Yes.
Come on in here. Let's all squeeze. Okay, now.
Man. Look at this face.
How you doing, Braylon?
Good.
I mean, you floss like nobody's business. That was impressive. What would you guys like to say to Ben now that you're getting to meet him in person?
Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for saving Braylon's life and really doubling his life expectancy.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be there. I'm glad we've gotten to this point. I really am.
Thank you from my heart. It was a nice time.
And that, how's Braylon doing now?
Braylon's doing amazing. He's 100% sickle cell free.
And what you did was super selfless and really a true superhero act, especially for Braylon. It would have been very difficult to find a match as there's a lack of diversity in the bone marrow registry, so thank you for everything you've done for us.
You're welcome, guys. I'm glad I could be there. And like you said, you know, minorities, people of mixed race, they're underrepresented. And, you know, it just takes, you know, checking off that box and a little more than that. I'm willing to get to the end, but it's so worth it. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
We are so inspired, Braylon, by your strength, and you've been through so much, so we wanted to do something special for you. So we are sending you and your family to Disney World.
Thank you so much.
And Ben, you were so selfless and so courageous. We're gonna send you and your family to Disney World too.
My God.
Everybody goes to Disney World.
Oh my God. Florida, where there's more to see, do, taste, and experience than ever before. You can visit all 4 not-to-be-missed theme parks, and starting in January, new limited-time magic. Join in the celebration happening now only at the Walt Disney World Resort.
And I gotta say, this is like such an incredible story, and it represents everything that's right in the world. So
good.
we're so happy you. Thank you so much, Ben. Braylon, we're happy that you are well, my friend. Could you show us a little bit of that flaw?
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah.
Let's do it, Braylon!